Well, good morning, everybody. It is a dark and gloomy day here. My hair is still wet from this morning's shower. And yeah, I decided to pour myself a glass of what a friend of mine calls rhubarb tonic. I just call it rhubarb syrup drink. Actually, do I even have an official name for it? No, I don't. Uh, but I've been making this drink for years. I don't remember where I first saw the recipe, but I decided to share it with you because this is all I have left. Now, I made 2 jars of these a couple weeks ago, and this rhubarb syrup, I put into things like just with water. I'll mix it with lemonade, make a rhubarb lemonade. That's awesome on summer days. I'll also mix it with any light colored drinks. So things like Sprite, 7-Up, any of your lemon lime sodas, club sodas, things like that. Sparkling water. There you go. Club water. That's what I was thinking. Sparkling water. Or I'll just mix it with regular flat, plain old tap water or filtered water, I've also mixed this with light colored wines, champagne. This sort of syrup does not go well with anything dark colored, so like no coffees. It's nice with an herbal tea, a light tea. But yeah, no coffee, no red wine. The rhubarb taste kind of gets lost. That's if you like rhubarb. If you don't like rhubarb, this probably isn't for you. But let's go out to the garden and pick some rhubarb and make some more rhubarb tonic syrup. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to call it. Rhubarb tonic syrup. Okay. Well, as you can see, the rain has not yet started, but there's some dark clouds. Okay, oops, sorry, bee, coming through. So there is my rhubarb in all its glory. It's a very easy vegetable to grow. It's incredibly hardy. And one thing with rhubarb, okay, so hold on, let me flip around. All right, let's pull a couple stalks. Oh, looks like I have a tree growing up here. I'm gonna have to cut that out. All right. Actually, this side looks a little thin. I'm gonna go around this side, which looks fuller, and start pulling. So I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna grab this guy. All right. Ooh, that's a good looking one. All right, I'm gonna grab this one instead. And oh, I broke it. Not where I want it to. Okay, let's grab this one. Okay, I need 2 hands. Okay, so it finally came free. It took 2 hands to yank it, but here it is. Yeah. All right, this is what it looks like when it's torn from the bottom of the stalk. Okay, so here's the rhubarb. This piece, again, broken off at the bottom of the stalk. As you can see, the color is nice and dark red, and then it transitions up, kind of gets a little patchy, and then we're into the leaf. Now, the leaf is not edible. It has silica in it, as well as part of the stalk. And what happens is if you feel it, the stalk down here is smooth. As your hand travels up, you'll start to feel kind of like a little fuzziness. It gets a little rough, because that's where the silica starts. So what you want to do is you want to break that part off. Now you can either cut it where it transitions, or you can just snap it off. I'm just going to snap mine. Okay, so I have snapped it. This is the part that will be thrown into composting or garbage or whatever. Composting, ideally. And this is the part that I will be cooking with. Well, except for these little dead bits on the end. So these little brown guys, I'll be cutting those off. All right, so here we go. 3 fairly hefty stalks of rhubarb that I will be making the rhubarb tonic with. Okay, so here we are, and for this recipe you're going to need, well, rhubarb. You're going to need sugar, a pot, something to put the mixture in. Now I use jelly bags for straining, so this is my jelly bag that I will be using. 2 measuring cups, a large one and a medium-sized one. So this one is a 4-cupper and this one is a 2-cupper. And 1 cinnamon stick. At least I like to put cinnamon in mine. You can leave the cinnamon stick out. Spices are optional. First thing I'm gonna do is trim off some of these ends and then chop these up. Okay, so the rhubarb is chopped and I just filled up the pot with water, no measurement. I just put it in until the pot was full. I'm going to bring this up to a boil and then I'm going to turn it down to a medium heat and let it all turn to mush. Mush. It's gonna get all mushy. All right, I'll show you. Okay, so rhubarb is done. I'm just going to turn the heat off. There we go. Burner is off. So I've just been using a spoon here to break this up. Let me zoom in and show you. It's looking pretty stringy. All the big chunks have pretty much fallen apart. Any large chunks that are remaining are basically crumbling with the wooden spoon. So this is ready to be strained. So this is the start of the messy stuff. Let me show you. Okay. What I do is I put the jelly bag over top of the smaller measuring cup. I then I then ladle the liquid and pulp into the jelly bag. As you can see, the liquid separates quite easily, leaving just the pulp in the jelly bag. After I have strained out as much as that little 2-cupper can hold, I squeeze all the juice out of the remaining pulp. Once I have removed all the pulp, or juice from the pulp, I discard the remainder of the pulp. Some people keep it and they bake with it. In this instance, I just composted it. So I am just squeezing it to get every last drop of juice out. And as you can see, I have this big, beautiful cup of red ruby colored liquid. There it is in the pot, looking gorgeous. So what I'm doing here is I'm just turning on the stove. I raise it to medium-high heat, and at this point I add the sugar. Now, because I have a little over 4 cups of liquid, I used a full cup of sugar. You can adjust it according to what your own tastes are. I prefer a sweet tart taste to this mixture myself. And then I add in the cinnamon stick. And then I just let her low boil for a little while. All right, so this has been boiling for about half an hour, just a low boil. And as you can see, the liquid level has dropped. It's condensed quite a bit. It was here and now it's down here. So that's about, I don't know, a little bit. My precise measurement, it's about this much. I don't know. And I have removed the cinnamon stick. It's right here. Now the color is just a gorgeous pinkish, reddish, rubyish color, at least in my opinion. I think it's a gorgeous color. All right, I'm going to let this cool. After it's cooled, I'm going to bottle it and show you what the final product looks like. Okay, this is the finished product. As you can see, it is a beautiful pink color. I put it in this big container. This is what's left after 4 cups of the original liquid. I just pour a little bit in the glass. You can add as much and as little as you like. And I am just adding some water. And there is my rhubarb refresher, or rhubarb tonic. Refresher? Where did I get that word from? Well, it's very refreshing. So this is it. And this is, like I said, you can control the intensity. If you like more of the flavor, you can add in more syrup. If you like it light, you can make it light. But yeah, this is it. Now this stuff will store. I'm actually not too sure for how long. Typically I drink all mine before it goes bad. And the longest I've ever had it in my fridge was for, I believe it was 3 weeks. Because I made a big one last year, filled it right up to the top, and yeah, just had a little bit every now and then, and it lasted about 3 weeks. That is it for me this week. I hope you try this and let me know if you do. Like I said earlier, I only put in 1 cup of sugar for 4 cups of juice, and it's the right sweetness for me. Add more if you want to, add less if you want to. If you're diabetic, use a sweetener, whatever you like. But I'm going to enjoy my drink, and until next week, I hope you guys take care and stay happy and healthy. All right, until then, bye.